Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of the Grandstand here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I am, as always, your host, AR, the Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, which is a somber one, we're going to talk about the recent death of wrestler Jay Briscoe, Ring of Honor star for pretty much his entire adult life. And I'm pretty sure he was like 17 when he started in that company. So, yeah, 20 plus years in Ring of Honor. Dead at 38 after a car crash. Very, very, very sad. When I initially heard about it, because it didn't say cause of death initially, I had to look it up later. I was thinking it was due to deathmatch wrestling, personally, and it would not have surprised me if it had been, honestly, dude, because Briscoe, like many others in the industry, have had those kind of matches for decades of their lives at this point, dude. And yeah, there's a lot of those guys that, specifically when you look at Ring of Honor and CCW and stuff like that, um, as well as, the Tournament of Death that CCW used to hold and whatnot. There was a lot of those guys who competed in those things that have died now from, repeated blows of the head, from inhaling all kinds of dust and stuff, most likely from the light tubes and shit like that. And have unfortunately passed away very, very early in their lives. And it's just very, very sad, dude. But yeah, it was different for Briscoe. He was obviously involved in a car crash, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. Grab the article up here real quick. So, as I said, it says, sorry, hitting the wrong buttons there. But yeah, as I said here, it says, Jay Briscoe dies at 38, Ring of Honor professional wrestler, killed in car crash in Delaware. Was part of famed tag team with Brother Mark. Accident took place around 5:30 p.m. Tuesday in Laurel, Delaware. Tributes poured in from the wrestling community as news spread of his passing. Triple H, AEW owner Tony Khan, Tommy Dreamer, and others paid tribute. And it goes on from here. It says professional wrestler Jay Briscoe, dead at 38. Auto accident in Laurel, Delaware. Said AEW owner Tony Khan announced the tragic news on Twitter Tuesday, writing, sadly, Jamin Pogue has passed away, using the wrestler's real name. Said known to fans as Jay Briscoe, he was a star in Ring of Honor for over 20 years, from the first show until today. Jay and his brother Mark dominated Ring of Honor, reigning as tag team champions to this day when Jay obviously died in a crash. It said, we'll do whatever we can to support his family. Rest in peace, Jamin. Yeah, very, very, very sad, man. Very sad, very tragic. It said news was confirmed by Wrestling Observer's Dave Meltzer, who said the accident took place around 5:30. Meltzer reported that 2 children were hospitalized in the accident, and that brother Mark Briscoe, 38, was not in the car with him at the time of the crash. Said Grappler, who was in a tag team with brother Mark, was well remembered by the Squared Circle colleagues in the wake of his tragic passing. Said wrestling legend Paul Triple H Levesque tweeted, an incredible performer who created a deep connection with wrestling fans across the globe. My condolences to family and friends of Jay Briscoe. Frank Kazarian said, I cannot even begin to process this right now. Loved everything about my friend Jay Briscoe, his passion, his drive, his presence, our wars in the ring. Most importantly, how much he loved his family. I am literally sick to my stomach. Yeah, it's sad, man. You never know. You never know when things are going to go and, things are going to change and you're going to end up going out. Chris Daniels said, Jay Briscoe is one of the toughest men I ever had the privilege of sharing the ring with, as well as being a tremendous brother, father, and man. I'm so happy to have had the opportunity to know him and wrestle him as often as I did. Rest in peace, Jay. Love you. Tommy Dreamer said, I've known Jay Briscoe since he was a fan. Watched him become an amazing wrestler, best tag team, and realist promo guy. I was going to text him yesterday about the cost of eggs, and I didn't. I wish I did. Whenever I saw him, I'd say, love you. Love me some Briscoes. Prayers for his family. Usos said, rest in peace, homie. Jay Briscoe. Condolences to your family. Chelsea Green gave her condolences. Blue Meanie jumped in on it. Randy Rhodes offered condolences. Taz offered his condolences. And then we got NWA saying the entire NWA sends the prayers to the family and friends, as well as fans of Jay Briscoe, an amazing, talented man we are all honored to have worked with. And then, yeah, you got Ring of Honor doing there in memory of. So, yeah, just under 39, man. So sad. So sad. Yeah, we never know how much time we're gonna have on this earth, is what it is. And it's tragic. It really is, dude. You never know. You can get into a fucking car and you can get in a car crash. You can be in a wrestling ring and fucking, one shot to the head and you're fucking gone, dude. Just look at JC Bailey from back in the day. The guy literally had fucking repeated blows to the head during that tournament of death that one weekend, and did that promo right before he won the actual tournament itself. Ended up going to the hospital later that night and was dead like the next day, I think is what it was, because he was having like brain bleeds is what it was, dude. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this whole thing just shows like how quickly somebody can go out, man. Like, obviously, Briscoe was a different story. He was a car crash victim. But there are so many out there that are preventable deaths, dude, in this wrestling business. So it's just sad. It saddens me. It really does. And it's a tragic situation that didn't need to happen, is what it is. So I don't know. Like I said, man. My thing is, I never really watched Ring of Honor all that much as a kid. So like I knew who the Briscoes were, obviously, but like I was never really like a huge like fan of the tag team is what it was. Because I never really watched them. Like I know they had some good matches. I've seen a few of their matches and stuff like that. But yeah, either way, it's a sad situation, dude. It really is. And there are so many other sad situations out there that are very preventable, is what it is, dude. Like I said, with JC Bailey or with fucking and those other guys, brain damage that Wrestle CZW is also gone because of the blows of the head thing. Who was it? Danny Havoc, same reason there, et cetera, dude. Justice Payne took his own life a few years ago because of that shit, because he found out he wasn't gonna be able to wrestle anymore and jumped off a fucking bridge in Pennsylvania. And it's like, can we just start talking about that again? Seriously, man. Like, I know that obviously Jay Briscoe's death was like not related to these things, but it may have been actually, for all the fuck we know, dude. It could have been him driving the car and being the one that caused the crash, for all the fuck we know. And it's like, we need to seriously start talking about deathmatch wrestling from the perspective of how much it can shorten someone's lifespan. And this is coming from someone who used to be a huge fan of deathmatch wrestling as a kid, dude. And I was going to get into the wrestling business myself in my teens. I never did. So, they said it was Delaware. So, they initially said it was Maryland. They said it was Delaware. So, I don't know which one's which. Maybe there's one in each state. Who the hell knows? But, yeah, it's a sad situation, And it just saddens me to see like so many greats go out as fast as they did, man. You never know. Like I said, with Jay Briscoe, you can step into a car and you're fucking on the highway or on a road or whatever the case be. Maybe you sideswipe somebody by accident. Maybe they sideswipe you. Who knows? And but like I said, with other people like JC Bailey or others like that, it's these guys are taking their lives in their own hands by being in the ring and doing what they do, man. And it's just sad. It is. It's just very, very tragic, And it's just another great gone too soon, is what it is. And that's all I can really say about it, honestly, man. Like, it's just, like, enough is enough, man. So, I know that Jimmy Ray passed here in the last year or two as well. From, I believe his was relating to some kind of flesh-eating bacteria or something he had caught. And again, it's one of those things where it's like, it's hard to prevent that, obviously, but like, I mean, Jesus, man, it's like so many people that I grew up with are just gone now. So many men that I looked up to in the wrestling industry are just gone now. And it's one of these things like, it's like, what the fuck, man? So, yeah. I don't even know what to say. I don't think there's anything that really can be said. You know, pray for his family. If they need help, you know, financially, help them out, man. You can chip in a couple dollars, go fund me for the funeral or something like that. You know, please do, honestly. If that's what they need, throw a couple bucks towards them, dude. I feel for his daughter. I feel for his family at this point, man. Because that dude was only, you know, a little under a year older than I was, man. And just knowing that technically we were the same age and he's gone now, it's like, you know, my own mortality at this point, looking at it. So, yeah, that's all it really needs to be said about it, man. R.I.P. Jay Briscoe, R.I.P. Jamin Pogue. You will be missed. Your legacy will continue on, I believe. And I'm sure that, you know, when it's all said and done, there'll be a Ring of Honor tournament named after you, sir. Just like other companies have done with people like Chris Cash back in the day with CZW when he died in his motorcycle accident years back. And, you know, so forth and so on. Only time will tell. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hug your family is the way I'm going to leave this off today, you know. If you have family, tell them you love them. Because you never know when the last time you're going to see them is. If you got a friend out there you haven't spoken with in a while, call them up, text them, something, email them. Because you never know when you're going to see them next time, or maybe see them for the last time is what it is. That's all I need to say about the end of the day. I'll see you guys later.